This is Nathan Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. We are located at 2306 Elmgrove Street, Los Angeles, California, 90031. We are performing a video waistline and sewer line inspection. We do have a ADU in the rear here, and we did go ahead and walk the rear of the property, and we did not find a clean out on the exterior of the ADU here. But we did go ahead and on the left hand side of the driveway, as you're approaching the ADU next to the gas meter here, there is a clean out, and this clean out here does service that ADU. You can see this is our driveway here, and you can see that is our ADU in the rear, and this is our front of our driveway here, and this is our clean out here for that section. And it is missing approximately 20 to 25 feet from this point to the back of the ADU there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to place our camera head at the top of this clean out, and we're going to zero out here, and we're just going to drop down. We are running water in the ADU shower just to verify, and you can see there the water is running past us here. So we're just going to drop down and push out and take a good look. It does appear that we are in black ABS plastic here, and you can see as we push out, see some water holding there. So we're just going to continue to push out, and you can see here we do have a opening, and that does appear to be our mainline sewer clean out, and that is in the front of the house in the grass area. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pause here, and we're going to locate this area. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and it is approximately 1 foot 4 inches deep, and it is on the left hand side of the stairs there. And we did mark it with a red crayon, and they did concrete over that clean out there, but they do have an opening there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to push out. It does appear that we are still in black plastic. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and we're just going to continue to push out here. And you can see those joints are very maintainable condition. As we push out, you can see that joint there. A little bit of cobwebs, nothing major. So we're just going to continue to push out. It does appear that we have transitioned into what appears to be vitreous clay here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to push out, take a good look, and see we do have some debris and buildup here. So we're going to pause our mic here for a moment. And it does appear that we do have an obstruction. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and we are in the grass on the left hand side of the house, and we marked it with a red flag at approximately 3 foot 8 inches deep here. And you can see as we pull back, there's a very large obstruction in front of us, and we were unable to push out from here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to shut down our water from our ADU, and we're going to let the water run down. And as we let our water run down, we did go ahead and shut our water down from our ADU. We're going to go ahead and try to push in just a little bit, and you can see there's a very large offset. And then as we pull back, you can see that the line does make a T. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause here for a moment and locate again this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and again it is in the grass on the left hand side, and we did find a clean out there without a clean out cap. It does appear that it is a 3-inch black ABS mainline sewer clean out for the front of the home. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic here, and we're going to try to see if we can push forward any further, and if not, we're going to pull back and we're going to relocate ourselves to the other clean out in the front. So we're going to pause our mic. And you can see here we are unable, does appear that we are just running into the back of that T there, and you can see some root intrusion coming in from that joint. So we're just going to continue to pull back, take a good look. And it does appear that we are in black plastic. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and you can see that joint there. It's a fair maintainable condition. So we're just going to continue to pull back towards our left hand side clean out here. You see that joint there is fair maintainable condition. Make a little bit of a turn. We did go ahead and locate a clean out that was buried in the driveway underneath the concrete. You can see that there, and that is approximately 1 foot 4 inches deep there, and we marked it with a red crayon, and this is just on the right hand side of the stairs going to the front house. So we're just going to continue to pull back. Pull up and out of our clean out. And we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to relocate ourselves. Okay, we did go ahead and relocate ourselves to the left hand side of the home in the grass area. And in the grass there is a 3-inch black ABS pipe sticking out with no cap on it. We would suggest to put a cap on it so grass debris doesn't get into the sewer. You can see we are on the left hand side, and on the right hand side of the home, that is the driveway. We did run the line that was just in front of the stairs there to this point, and you can see the orange flag is where we stopped and located it. That's where the T ties into this line here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place our camera head at the top of the clean out and zero out, and we're just going to drop down and take a good look. You can see there we do have some tie-ins from the home dropping in. You can see we drop down, and you can see we immediately transition into vitreous clay, and you can see there's a little bit of a lip and gap in between the two materials there. That is a potential soft a potential spot to get a soft stoppage. So we're just going to jump up and over that and take a good look here. We are in the vitreous clay line. You can see the vitreous clay line is period of the home. So we're just going to continue to push out. You can see there, that is our test tee. That is approximately at the sidewalk and curb area there, just in front of the home. And we're just going to continue and push out into our lateral. This is going into our street. You can see we transition from vitreous clay into concrete sewer pipe. This is in the street, and you can see we did increase in size here. So we're just going to continue to push out. See those joints there are fair and maintainable condition, as well as those joints. And as well as that joint. When we get back to the office, we are able to blow it up a little bit better and take a good look. And you can see no root intrusions coming in from there. And you can see here we do have a little bit of an offset there, and you can see we do transition into green SDR. And you can see in the green SDR transition there is debris getting caught, and you can see that is quite a large lip there, and that would be another potential spot to get soft stoppages and debris held up there. So we're just going to jump up and over that, and we're going to continue to push out. And on our way back, we will locate that area, and then you can see that short section of green SDR ends, and you can see we do transition back into what appears to be vitreous clay. And it does appear that is our saddle. It is a little bit hard to see here. See, we have water running here coming in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this, and it is in the middle of the street here, and that is our city sewer saddle. So we're just going to pull back. See, it just drops down in there. And as we pull back, you can see we did transition into green SDR. This is in the street. See that offset there? So we're just going to continue to pull back. Yeah, you can see we do transition back onto the property, and we're going to continue to pull back towards our mainline sewer cleanout. And you can see there's tie-ins at the bottom, and we're going to come up and out of our cleanout. And that will conclude our video sewer line inspection.
No count.